first step into the yard and I step in poop. It's gonna be a good day. All right, here we are. Let's see what's going on. Got the homeowner tools all here. My tools. How's it going? Whoa, bright. It's all dry and warm. There we go. Yeah, nice and dry. No coat dry? Yes, it is. Good. Not a bubble. No, we're looking good in here. Oh, and guys, yes, there is drywall in the shower, but they are doing the Kurdi Schluter system, so it should be okay. Also, it's going to be really good from my house. How about that crazy huge fill up here? Did that dry up? Yeah, totally dry. So that was like almost maybe 3/8 of mud, and it's nice and dry, didn't crack. We're looking good. All right, first thing you got to do when you come in on your first coat, to get ready to do your first coat, is scrape down any crusty niblets you left. So just lift offs and, you know, chunks. Because the first thing I like to do after this, so I suppose that's technically the second thing, is I like to coat my corners. Because I'm using corner tools, even though this job wasn't even big enough to warrant corner tools, I wanted to demo them for a video because I was excited to get those new Columbia tools. All right, time to do corners. Now I don't want to mix my whole box super thin, but I want to get this really thin and consistent. So I'm gonna do just a little half box mix. And I've showed you guys this before, but if you just want a little bit of mud, just give that a little poke right there, and it'll break off. And then I only have to make, you know, this much really soupy. Lots of water. Super runny. That's how I like my corners. All right, the old Columbia Commando set. Actually, it's the new Columbia Commando. So we're gonna go 3-inch, and we need the tube and the handle. All right, time to coat the angles. I just did one of them, and it is looking good. Edge is not quite as feathered as it could be, but hey, my sanding pole will take care of that really quick, and it was super smooth. Could just be that this corner's not square. This place is all over the place. You guys want to know what the hardest thing about this job I'm doing right now is? It's just trying to film in this space. Like, look at this. We got the light, the tripod. This thing is only about 8 feet wide. So yeah, I'm struggling here, but we're getting it done. Pardon me. I actually mean it's about 4 feet wide and 8 feet long. Let's check this out. So with the really thin down mud, yesterday my mud was too thick. With the really thin down mud, this tube is working real nicely. Yeah, those wheels are awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, let's take a look at those corners. They're not bad. So the only complaint is they're leaving a bit more of a hard edge than my other ones, and I don't know if that's user error, like I'm putting too much mud in. Sometimes it's feathering really well, but sometimes it's leaving a pretty good hard edge. However, the mud's so thin that's still only going to take a couple pushes with the pole sander. All right, just a quick pick of the old corners, and then we can coat this place, and it shouldn't take long. I should be able to get in and out of this place. Like if I wasn't filming, I could coat the rest of this place in probably 40 minutes and do a really nice job. But I'm guessing because of the content, it's probably gonna take me an hour and a half to get out of here. All right, even though this mud looks so well mixed, it's been 2 days sitting there. So I just wanna get any air that formed over the last 2 days out of it. And I want to get the bottom and the top mixed the same consistency. All right, let's start with the ceiling here, hey? I think we only need a 12-inch trowel for this whole job. I mean, for God's sake, it's only 4 feet wide and 8 feet long. Why do I need a 16-inch trowel? All right. So yeah, getting back to that apartment, I'm really excited about this idea, you guys. I mean, of course I am. I've been thinking about it for a couple of years. The reason I never brought it up on the channel before was because I hate talking about things and then not doing them. And I just felt like I was too far away from being able to actually do it to ever bring it up on the channel. So that's why it's never been mentioned up till this point. But I think I mentioned earlier in the video that I realized that I was not giving myself 100% to this channel, and that I was doing you guys and myself a disservice in doing that. So I am now committing, like I said, 100%. I've seen what's possible on YouTube. I've seen the people that are doing it, and I know if they can do it, I can do it. So let's see what can happen. Don't forget to feather that edge. And if you haven't, feather that like button. Guys better get used to hearing that. All right. Oh, that tape's showing right there. And I just had a huge drop of mud fall on my crotch. That's cool. All right, let's get a little more mud on that because this isn't hidden yet. Even though I know you probably won't ever be able to see it with the lighting in here, it's just still not good enough. It ain't done till it's good enough. Okay, not so hard this time. There we go. Ooh, that looks ugly across the middle there. Tell me you're gonna do something about that, Ben. Why, yes, I will, especially while speaking in the third person. Oh, feather that edge. All right, I can live with that. Yeah, now we got this guy here. Maybe you want to come over here. We can get a slightly better angle. Probably not because, yeah, it just is what it is. Okay, coating. This one, another butt joint, buttiful butt joint. I actually love mudding, and I don't think I've ever talked about it, but why do I love doing this? I figured it out one day, and it's because it activates the same part of my brain as skateboarding. I get to go on autopilot because I don't have to think when I'm doing this, like at least not with like my intellectual brain. This is like a sort of, you know, just like flowing, right? You get in the flow, and it also allows my mind to wander on other things. So I'm working, I'm creating, but I'm also able to keep my energy focused on my daydreams, quite frankly. So that's one of the reasons I love this. I will tell you though, after having done, you know, almost exclusively drywall for like 6 years, I definitely fell out of love, but I kind of fell out of love with the trades in general. And more so being a contractor. I absolutely love building stuff, but I just didn't like working as a contractor anymore. And that could be a subject for a whole other video. Anyways, yeah, got a few more little tiddlies to do here. Let's get this one. And because the light's shining directly on it, I can't see how bad it looks, so we're good. Got a little baby flat joint here. At least it used to be a flat joint before I peeled the tape off and retaped it without sanding it down. But hey, let's coat this like we want to get out of here, huh? I can live with that. One little feather me edge. Oh, I totally wrecked it. Can you guys see that? Oh man. Okay, you guys have seen me coat a lot of drywall. So why don't we focus some energy on something that is like not necessarily new, but something you guys should think about when hanging and when coating your drywall. So I got a little issue by this door over here. So the issue here is that when the drywall was hung, they used a bevel there. So, okay, whatever. Casing might cover it. No, it probably won't. I'm looking over there at that door way in the background there, and that door has about a 2.5 inch casing. So that's gonna come right to there, and you're gonna be left with this really stupid looking spot. Oh, come on, focus, you can do better than that. But anyways, you're gonna be left with this really dumb little spot about 3/4 of an inch where you can see the curve of that bevel. So we gotta fill that in. So it's super important to look for stuff like that. And ideally, when it comes to sanding, you're gonna wanna sand the drywall mud off of the casing because it's gonna be too soft. You wanna get right back down to the original primer. Don't forget to keep underside of your trowel, I suppose it's maybe the top side of your trowel, clean. But you know what, you guys? As much as I would love to keep filming and keep chatting, trying to move the camera around and keep a like cohesive pattern of work going on in here is proving a little bit challenging. So I think we'll just coat a little bit more here, but then I gotta put the camera away and get this job done because I'm supposed to go out for a nice walk with my wife and kids, which means I need to get home at a reasonable time. So the sooner I get that done, the sooner I'm not in trouble. So that is going to involve putting the camera away. I'm gonna feather into this corner a little bit. I'm doing way too good a job for what's going behind Schluter and gonna get tiled. However, you know, it is subway tiles, and the flatter I make this, the easier it's gonna be for the homeowner to do a nice job. Crumbs, get out, get out. You don't belong there. Feather that edge. Feather that edge. I don't care if you do it with your knife or with your trowel. Just remember, feather that edge. Feather that edge into that corner. We are looking good there. And yeah, I can see the tape a little. But again, Schluter, tile, not gonna matter. So in this case, less mud might be more. And I can live with that. We got just a little more down here. Le coat. All right. How many Canadians remember Le Car? Remember back in the 80s and 90s when the old Le Car was kicking around and everywhere? Good old Le Car. All right, time for me to put the camera away and get all this stuff done. I'll show you guys what it looks like when we're done. Okay, first coat is done. We are looking good here. The only thing I didn't coat a second time is I decided to stop right here because I coated the top side and I realized it was looking great in one coat. So I stopped coating the bottom again because I know that's gonna look good in one more coat. Anyways, details. But yeah, we're looking good in here. When I come, as you can see the tape shadowing through, I normally would not let it look that tapey, but because it's gonna be in the shower, it's no problem. So when I come back here next week, I'm gonna have the Festool vacuum sander to test out, which may or may not be a mistake on a job this small. We'll find out. Le mud. But yeah, first coat's a wrap. Man, look at all these trees. I mean, I'm just hanging out in the P spot. But I just kept seeing all these palm trees and stuff I wanted to show you guys. Beautiful palm trees out here in sunny Tawasin. All right, but in all seriousness, yeah, this video is done for today. I got lots to do, so we're not gonna drag it on any longer. I hope you got something out of this. Just wanna say a big thanks for watching. Lots more content coming soon. Hopefully we can make this dream I've got a reality. Anyways, till next time, you guys, have a good one.